What's up, guys? It's Herny, and welcome to my guide on Glavenus. Alright everyone, first is the analytical part. You can look up hit zones like these online or on Kiriniko. In this case I will be using a well-known useful app known as Ping's Dex. If you don't have it already, I'll put the download link for it in the description. Now I do plan on making a full video discussing motion values, monster defenses, how damage works in general, calculations, etc. But that's a whole nother topic and that really does need a video of itself. So for now, we will be using the basic surface knowledge. The higher the number value you see here, the more damage that hit zone takes from your attack. And this works similarly for element as well. We'll notice for Glavenus that there's going to be mainly two things we want to focus on. The face, which is head/throat, and the tail, which mainly when it's heated, but that isn't too much of a problem because he heats his tail up quite often, and when it's heated up is when he'll be using it too, so we'll be able to take advantage of that as well. So you can effectively hunt him going full raw damage or focusing on full element, although I would lean towards more of full raw damage because, seriously, just look at those values, they're really good. And if your weapon of choice has such an option, you can opt for a mix of both damage and element, which I like to do with insect glaive or dual blades with the Plesioth machetes as you've seen. Alright, let's move on to the technical stuff. Now, it's important that we keep a pressure on both of Glavenus' weak spots, because the only way we're going to knock this guy down is via his head and his tail. That being said, he presents many opportunities to punish him, and many of his moves are easier to maneuver through than you think. Let's start with one that gives a lot of players trouble, his Beyblade spin. Now I feel like when players see this move, they start to panic. But really don't worry, we're going to change this dreaded move into a blessing. First, if you're near him when he starts the move, just stick to his left leg. Right under his left leg is a safe spot during the spin, but you want to be close, and preferably on the outside of the leg. And you don't even have to dodge, just walk forward into the leg and you're good. The key here is just making sure you're already close when the move starts, so you can hug the leg. So make sure you're on him at all times, and you'll be rewarded for your aggressiveness. If you're not near Glavenus when he starts his spin, you can either wait around on the edge, or run to the edge if you're not already there, and after his spin he'll land his head right in front of you, and you can punish him with an attack. Your last option is to simply iframe the tail spin. Now, it looks a little tricky at first, but since the move is so fast and the frames are so tight, once you get the timing down, it's pretty consistent. So, what you want to do is keep your eye on Glavenus' tail inside his mouth. Your cue to get ready is as soon as he lets go of the tail, and watch the tip as it comes around. This is one of those few moves in Monster Hunter when you feel you should dodge, that's when you dodge. And that's the actual timing, really. It's going to take a bit of practice to get used to, but once you get it down, you'll be able to do it every time. And once you're feeling confident with it, you can always punish back with a powerful move of your own. If you're using a Hunter art or using adept style to dodge, then it's a bit more straightforward. Just make sure you time carefully, and I say to dodge with Glavenus, so that way you end up near him when he's done spinning, and you can get in your adept counterattack. Next I'm going to talk about two key predictions that you can exploit on Glavenus. The first is double bite into side bite. So, Glavenus likes to bite a lot, but when he misses, he tries to be cheap and get you with a side bite, and you can actually punish this with some quick reaction. The key here is just to dodge the first bite so that you don't get caught in the attack, and afterwards just position yourself parallel to Glavenus, and aim your attack a little ways out from his body. He'll actually turn his head right into the attack, and you'll be able to get in some good damage on his face. Plus it'll look stylish too. Since this attack is so easily predicted, if you're using an adept style weapon that likes to get as many adept procs as possible, like bow, longsword, and dual blades, you can just use this attack to get in some extra free damage. Next I want to talk about exploiting the double tail slam. Now Glavenus will usually use this move to close a distance between you and him, so you'll have time to get into position and punish him. If your weapon is out, you need only roll 2 times with each of his hops to get into position. And if your weapon isn't out, you just need to run or walk parallel to Glavenus and get in position. In either scenario, just prep your attack and aim near the base or center of his tail, and when he pulls his tail back, his face will be right in position to be hit. After that, guys, that's pretty much it. It's just up to you to take advantage of his usual openings when he's heating up his throat, when he's sharpening his tail, and if you have earplugs, his roar is another great opening for you to take advantage of. Now, some of you might be thinking that head sniping weapons have an unfair advantage against Glavenus, but that's not really the case. All of the weapons in the game can have fun and be very effective against Glavenus as long as you're doing what you need to be doing. And if you're using adept style in specific, make sure you're taking advantage of every possible chance to get your adept procs to keep up the damage. Not to mention that you can be a little bit more risky with adept style because you have the adept dodge backing you up. So make sure you stay in there as long as you can, because you never know when you'll get that break. And make sure to take advantage of your hunter arts. Glavenus leaves a lot of openings for you to use your defensive or offensive hunter arts. And the cool thing about Glavenus is that the way different weapons take advantage of his openings is different every time. And it's really up to you to take the openings and apply them to the weapon that you like using. So hopefully this guide helped you guys. And I know I've been saying I was going to do guides for a long time, but I've been really busy. But as you can see, I've gotten some new software to work with, and there's some other things I'm going to try too. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope it helps. And this is my first guide like this, so if there's anything I can improve on, let me know. Anything you liked that I should keep doing, let me know. And if there's another monster that you want me to do a guide on, let me know in the comments. I took a poll on Facebook the other day. I asked some questions on Reddit, and I have a list of monsters that I already plan on doing, but if there's any you'd like to see sooner than later, definitely let me know in the comments. Alright guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting.